All right, so welcome everyone to Flexibility and Mobility. We'll get started now. So let's go ahead, open our mouth as wide as we can. Keep it open while looking up. Once you look up, bring that chin towards your nose, really engaging on those muscles and the movement right below your jaw. Okay, so open wide. You go far back enough, you might feel a little stretch in your back too. We're gonna aim for 10 to 12 of these. And I could see some little fog in here. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah. You look at my screen. You got some fog. Let's do about 3 more. Good. All right. We're gonna transition, and now we're gonna go ahead and just palpate, massage our face, just gently, just waking it up. Did anyone wake up early just for this class, or was everyone up already? Oh, Jan, okay, thank you.
I get up early already since 5 for my
Oh, man.
daily yoga, so that's fine with me.
No worries. Debbie, you were up too? Okay. Ms. Boo? Well,
I usually get up at 6:30.
okay. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
just had your coffee.
Mhm.
Let's grab the backside of our knuckles and then just kind of palpate our cheeks. Yeah, Wednesday morning is usually my sleep-in day because we usually have practice at 6:30 in the morning, but on Wednesday we practice at 1 p.m. So, I get to sleep in a little bit. So it actually worked out this week because, I had to move the class. Um, but yes, I usually have to wake up at 5:30, 5:40. And oh man, you just want to stay in that warm bed those days. So, all right, let's go ahead, puff up our cheeks with air and just move that pocket of air from one cheek to the other. Your cheeks might get a little bit sore. So if that happens, just release that air and start with a new little bunch of air. Welcome, Marine. Welcome, Lisa. Morning. And if you can, also move that air up to your upper lips and then your lower lips, just everywhere. Try to get some muscle stretching throughout your mouth. After a little while, you'll feel really sore, a little bit of tenderness. And again, that's because we're not used to moving those muscle groups. At least I'm not. So outside of this class, I really don't do that stretch, but it's good practice. So let's go ahead. Inhale through your nose for about 3 to 5 seconds. Exhale through a little windpipe that you're gonna make with your lips for about 6 to 8 seconds, right? Make sure you don't pass out on me. If you don't feel good, getting dizzy, then just breathe normally. But inhale. Yeah, and just keep exhaling until all that air is out and you feel your core tightening up. About 3 more. All the way up. After a while, you'll feel that core getting a little bit sore and tight. So, yeah. So for you folks that wake up this early most of the time and you feel like maybe you have a little bit of downtime, but you like waking up at this time, the routine we just did would be good practice, especially the neck one we're about to do. So again, just to loosen up throughout the day. So let's go ahead and start with our neck stretches now. So gently, we're gonna look left to right. There's some neck stretches that I would do with the shirt or with a towel. We'll do those shortly. Let's go up and down now. Some stretches that really help me out and make sure I sprain the muscle around my neck. Tendon that connects my head to my shoulders. Show you guys would help me feel better. Again, gently, these stretches are supposed to be a little bit slower. You really don't benefit much from stretching fast. It can actually be counterintuitive. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do some neck circles now. So now we're gonna go full rotation of the neck clockwise. The cool part about switch directions about stretching for this long as we do in this class and almost hitting every joint of our body. It's that I woke up today feeling super sore and tight and not really motivated to work out today because of how I feel. But the good part about this class is that after we're completed doing all these stretches, this class, I think I'll change my mind and I'm gonna feel more loose and I will probably end up working out. So all right, very good. Let's go ahead, sit on our left hand, bring your right hand over left side of your head, grab by your left ear, and then just allow the weight of your right arm, your right elbow to drop, and allow that left side of your neck to stretch. I'm not getting that much of a stretch right now because I have all these layers. So my shoulder's kind of bulky and I don't feel it too much. Relax gently. Go ahead and switch sides. Okay, so sit on your right hand, grab over to your right ear. Elbow drop. And relax. Okay. All right, so I don't have a towel with me. I have an old full sweatshirt. So what I would recommend is grabbing like a medium-sized towel. If you could grab that, it could be a little rag or, like I said, I'm using this sweatshirt. So if you have that on hand, you could use something of that sort. You just want something lengthier and comfortable. And again, we won't do these often in this class, unless people request, stretches for the neck, or if we have that. But I found that these really helped me out. Debbie, maybe you might remember like 3 months ago, I couldn't move my neck, so I had to turn everywhere. But anyways, so I have my sweater. This is a hoodie, so I just rolled up. So you kind of want your towel something like this. It's just going to be rolled out. So I'm just holding it by the sides, but there's the sleeves, and this is just the middle portion of it. So what I want to do is just put that mid part of the, and I'm gonna have to take one of these off because both of the sweaters I'm wearing have hoodies and I can't put it correctly, my back. Okay, so the mid part you want right tucked in behind your head and your shoulders. So on that little crease on your neck, that's where you want it. Okay, so, and we don't want to hold it too loose because you won't have too much tension. So you want to hold it maybe about 8 inches, or like 5-6 inches from your face. Okay, so we're just gonna, and if that feels uncomfortable, actually go about 10 inches. So we'll be here, and then we're just gonna turn without moving our torso. We're just gonna turn left. And by pulling on the towel with your right hand, if you're turning left, by pulling with your right hand, you might get about an extra 1/2 inch of a turn by using the towel to assist. And we'll relax. We'll go again, same side. You're breathing comfortably. Relax. We're gonna do 3 rounds on each side, okay? Again. You should be able to get a little bit more range of motion with each turn if you're breathing comfortably. Okay, so now left side. Or opposite side. Okay, hold for about 5 to 8 seconds before you reset. Again. That. 3rd time. Awesome. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead. If you have a really strong grip, like I was holding on, my wrist got a little bit sore right now. But now what I'm gonna do is hold on right in front of me and then lift forward. So now I'm trying to look up. And normally, if you're just looking up, you will get tired and relax just by looking up. That muscle behind your neck might get a little bit sore, but since we're using this as an added muscle, since we're using it to help us look up. So it should be easier to look up, and we should possibly even get more of a stretch of looking up and back down. And again. Okay, very good. All right, so those that we just did, if you have a really, really tender neck, those might be enough. If you could probably feel like, oh, that didn't do much, then what we're about to do next is probably what's going to help a little bit more. And honestly, these for me, the ones we just did, worked as a warm-up for the upcoming stretches. But these, the ones we just completed, actually didn't do much as far as catering to the pain that I felt. So what actually helped me more was with my left hand, I'm gonna grab that opposite sleeve on my right side, and then I'm grabbing, so you can notice here, grabbing this one here, okay? So I'm gonna work, so this is my right arm, right elbow. So I'm gonna bring the sleeve on my left side to my right side. So now I'm gonna go here and yeah, so across your face and almost try to bring that tower chin like right on your chin. And then you should be able to get more range of motion than when we were just doing this. You should get more. So push down, grab down here, and then pull, and then hold for about 10 seconds. Relax. All right, so remember, this red sleeve that's on my right side is going to be pulled down. The left side here is going to go towards my right. Okay, so repeat 2 more times. If you're really tight, you might even hear a little pop. 1 more. That's very good. And your arms get a little workout too. So, did you guys feel that? You got a little bit more range of motion. Yeah. So kind of weird. I didn't understand that concept, but it works. And like I said, when I had that really tight neck and shoulder pain, dealt with it for about 10 days. One of my clients was like, "Hey, you should try this. I saw this on YouTube." I'm like, "Yeah, sure. How's the towel gonna help me?" And sure enough, after about 10 minutes of this, I was feeling better. So, all right, now I'm gonna grab the other side, pulling down. Left hand grabs the right side, and then going the opposite way. All right. Last one. Whew. All right. Good stuff. All right, so that's pretty much it for those neck ones. Like I said, it takes a little bit longer, but I think it's worthwhile. And if you happen to just have pain around your neck, you know, if it's a common thing for you, the ones we just did would be good practice. So, all right, so we just went ahead and did our neck stretches. We have one more, our turtle head here. So we're here, shoulders are fixed, chin face forward, and bring it back. About 3 more. Awesome. Very good. Okay. So before we move forward, are there any requests for body parts, full body? Someone wants to focus on shoulders or back, legs, hips, feet, hands? If I hear no response, oh, someone wants, yeah.
I've been walking a lot and I don't stretch properly my legs after. So
Okay,
doing some leg stretch would be helpful.
yeah, okay, we could do that. Anyone else? Debbie? Elbow, shoulders? Shoulders, okay. All right, very good. Okay, so let's actually take care of those 2 first before we advance. So let's get on our feet. We'll start with stand-up stretches, which will incorporate our shoulders, and then our our legs after that. So we'll keep our um, all right, so we'll start with the lighter ones. So let's just go ahead, right arm across. Left arm. Are you doing just regular walking on the sidewalk, Jen, or on trails, grass?
Yeah, mostly on the sidewalk.
How old are your walking shoes?
Oh, okay. Well, because it's been raining, I'm wearing the old ones, but I
Okay.
got new ones for Christmas with new orthotics.
Okay, that might be a big reason.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Well, yeah, hopefully when it dries up a little, you could go ahead. Let's reach up. Yeah, I'm due for some new shoes. My running shoes that I have, and and I preach to my students against this, but the ones that I have, I've owned since 2017. But the thing is that I probably in the last 4 years, I've probably used them about 2 or 3 times every year. Let's reach to our right. And then I probably use them, more consistently since. And I don't run as much as before when I used to switch my shoes every 3 months or so. But the thing that happens with shoes that have sat, on a counter or at your closet for so long is that the foam hardens on the shoes, so the foam could deteriorate. So you don't want to just have these old shoes. They might look nice because you don't use them often, and they might look new, but they're not. The foam is not as cushioned as it used to be when they were made. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, you add some wet floors and hard cement onto that, then yeah, you're gonna have some sensations. The thing too is like you don't want to walk on sidewalks too much because it could be too hard, but then you don't want to walk on grass or trails too much because it's uneven and you could roll an ankle. So it's like, you just got to pick your poison pretty much. So, all right, let's go ahead, bring our right hand behind us and then push down on that elbow. Okay, so push down. Yeah, we have this nice park conveniently located next to the school, but we don't use it as often because they don't maintain it as well. So there's a lot of high grass with sprinkler heads everywhere. And then there's also pine cones everywhere. So it's just a hazard. I've always had at least one of my runners get injured running at that park. And it's a shame because it's a really nice park, but it's too dangerous for us. All right, the next one doesn't really stretch out the shoulder directly, but it does stretch out the chest, which is connected to the shoulder. So it is gonna complement it. So this one would be the one where we do on a doorway, or so I got my little shelf column here. So I'm just gonna go ahead, rest my forearm on it, okay, parallel to it, and then I'm gonna turn. So this is my right hand on it. Now I'm gonna turn my torso to my left side. Very good. Gonna go, Josefina. Gonna go with the left arm on it. So again, I'm parallel to it. I'm gonna turn. Christina, I haven't seen you in like 4 or 5 months.
Yes, Julio. I miss everybody.
How are you?
Fine. I just going to the doctor and I saw yesterday the message. I dije, oh, I gonna say hi, everybody.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you.
And the baby, how it is doing it?
Oh, I keep bringing him out for the regular classes, but right now he's sleeping. But yeah, he's plateaued off. So ladies, let's go ahead and put our hand on that shelf, and then now we're doing it. So you should feel a little bit more coming down your arm. So yeah, so he's healthy. He has 4 top teeth coming in, 2 bottom
Right.
teeth. He says mama more than or papa, and then I say grandma and he'll look towards the grandma, so he knows certain words already. But yeah, he's very cute. He was on a weight and height schedule or scale, he was in the 95th percentile. So out of like 100 babies, he was like on the top 5 like chubby ones. And so I think now that he's crawling and moving around more, he might have dropped a little bit because he hasn't increased weight so much. But he's still a big kid. So my right arm's always sore now. So yeah, let's go with the right hand now. Yeah, but he's very cute. So
Nice to know. I'm glad that everything is okay.
yeah, he's been great. He's been healthy. He was probably drooling and had a cough most of November, just from like teething and having a hard time. You guys could hold that for another 10 seconds. But no, he's been fine.
Okay.
Yeah, now and you guys are good. Let's go ahead and grab that rod. We're gonna work on our shoulders a little bit more. But yes, he stands up. He can't walk yet, but it's kind of scary because he'll stand up and he'll walk around a little short table, little coffee table. And all we need is like for him to slip and like land and hit his head or something.
Normal.
Yeah, I know, but it's our first one and I'm just very
Yes.
careful, so, yeah, everyone tells me, wait, for the second one, he's gonna have bruises and everything.
Yes.
The first one is cautious, yeah. So let's go back to the right.
Good.
We'll always have the recordings up if you manage to see
I'm
them.
having trouble to watch the videos, but I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah, so if you found the link for this class right now, then I usually put the recordings in the front page too. So.
Okay, Julio. I'm trying to do it. The
Let's go
doctor
back.
said, do it, whatever Julio said.
Yeah, so I appreciate you. Yeah, we miss you.
Me too. I hope to be connected someday.
Yeah.
Like today, I had to go to do some tests.
I know not every school has the same spring break. Let's go 30 degrees forward. Not every school has the same dates for spring break. So maybe when you have the week off or something, you could join us.
Yes.
I think our spring break is in early April. And for a
I
lot
think
of
it's mine too.
yeah, a lot of schools are in March, late March.
Oh, no. Mine is gonna be in April too.
Oh, okay.
That's why when you are free, I have it too. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you, work. See you. I hope see you soon.
Okay, sounds good. It's gonna take care.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Let's go 90 degrees, so right in front of us. Josefina is one of our long-term students who's been with us since 2020. She works for a school, so obviously we're not so remote anymore. the feedback and can't shine this off. Go back. So left shoulder or left hand comes back. Right now, let's go right arm. So. Let's keep going. Remember, let that left hand push the item that you're holding. That right hand is just almost just there as a lever to guide the shoulder. Go 30 degrees. Yes, so next week on Wednesday, I'll be leading the regular morning from 10 to 10:45. Then at 10:45, I have one of my old athletes from like 8 years ago. Let's go 60 degrees. Who now is a yoga instructor and does relaxation techniques. So she'll come for the second half of that class next week. So she'll join us for that. But yeah, just so you guys have a heads up. So if you guys are interested, you're more than welcome to stay. And if you're not, then like I said, I'll be here the first 45 minutes to go forward. All right, let's go back. I didn't realize how tight my shoulders were until doing these stretches. Right side's a little bit tighter. All right, we got a few more. So let's bring the item in our back. And we're gonna go keeping that item up. Yeah. All right, now we're gonna go lift back as you can. Back down. Very good. All right, so we're done with the roller item holding, okay? That arm to look better. We could just use some standing door openers right here. This is a lighter stretch for the shoulder. So again, that's most of the actions going on our lower arm, but our shoulders align that rotation. Go as far wide as you can. To our left side. All right, we're gonna go ahead and our next ones are gonna be leg stretches, but also some balance work. Okay. So gonna switch into my shoes because I don't like doing anything that's balanced on my foot on flip-flops. So, and it's too cold to be there. Right. So to start off, we're gonna go with big hula hoops. Okay, so this is gonna loosen up our hips. So just give me some big hip circles. Directions. My knees always pop in. This next one's a similar one. We're gonna be close together. We've never done it before, but we're gonna just kind of tuck in our knees and just do little circles, okay? So again, that's gonna work on the tendons right outside of our knees. A little bit more emphasis on that. It actually feels a little bit sore above the knees, at least for me. So, and then relax. That one, you're just gonna relax by standing up. Again, just go counterclockwise. If I have my hands up right outside my knees, I could feel the tendons that it's activating. Good. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna do our hamstring stretch. I'm sorry, our quad stretch. Grab right above the ankle and pull back. Sure, it's right above the ankle, so your lower shin. Pull back. Keep it there, just for as a safety net. Make sure you have your chair nearby to hold on to. Again, I appreciate you guys for joining me at 7. A little colder than 10, but now you have the whole day ahead of you. Switch. All right, very good. Whew. Okay, so this next one is going to be some mobility for your hip. So what I would suggest is if you are trustworthy, you trust your hip mobility, if you could lift your leg comfortably, then you might want to, and if you have a decent sized chair, what we're going to do is I'm going to hold on to my column here. So I have a nice strong base. What I want to do is go over my leg, over the chair with my foot. If that backrest is too high, then maybe, again, you're holding on to this column here. Maybe you want to go with the lower bottom half of the chair, okay? So what I want you guys to do is I'm just going to turn this reverse. I want to go over, then backwards. Okay. Over, take a kick, then back with my heel, leading with my heel. And it's important that you keep your torso as upright as possible. Again, but you want to make sure you're holding on to something because it's very difficult to just do this standing. You won't get the same mobility. So just make sure you're holding on to something. Give you guys a better visual that have this here. So again, if you can go over the top part of your chair, that's okay. I just want a little bit more of a range of motion for that hip than just forward and back that you would do with, or squatting down if you're picking something up or walking around. This is probably a motion you don't do often, I don't think. But this is gonna keep, you know, those tendons healthy. So what happens is if you don't use those tendons, you lose mobility in them. So, all right, so I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna try my left side now. Let's be a little bit tighter. And do 8 on each side. We're gonna go ahead and do our hamstring stretch, okay? So slide back the knees, bring your hands down your shins. Breathe comfortably. A little bit more. And rise. Whew. Felt those. Had a leg workout yesterday. Really feel this. Okay, let's grab our chair one last time. I tend to feel the performance stretch a little bit better than the craft style. Just gonna go ahead, put right heel on left knee. And first 3 variations. This first one, we're just gonna hang out here, hold it for about 30 seconds. This is stretching out performance muscle. It's in that middle hamstring, upper hamstring area. If you're closer to the edge of the chair, you want to push down that knee. All right, let's bring that knee up. Down. I feel there might be a variation of these that feels a little bit better than the other. Anyone have anything fun planned for the rest of the week? No little outings. Switch.
You know, this coming weekend is the Lunar New Year, so there's a lot of festivals,
Oh,
assuming it doesn't rain.
yeah.
So go, you know, go and get some foods,
Yeah,
the food booths.
that'd be fun to check out.
Watch a lion dance, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I'll see if my wife wants to. Let's push down on that knee. And then, yeah. We'll finish off with some leg stretches on the floor. I have to end by 8 o'clock today. Or actually, I'd like to, we could do some lower, some leg stuff right here on our chair. So we'll do some of that right now, actually. So let's sit near the edge of our chair. Recline back, that leg, and do some leg extensions. But I want you to have your knee as close to your chest as possible. Then just pump that leg up and down. Switch. Very good. All right, now we're gonna go ahead. The camera a little bit lower. Or we're gonna do some heel raises. Heels, hold. What I like for you to do is kind of do it quick on the way up and control on the way down. So quick. Down. Quick. It's about 15 of these. All right, and then now we're gonna bring our toes up towards the ceiling. You actually feel like I get more range of motion without my shoes. It's not. So toes towards the ceiling, then back down. You should feel the muscles right in front of your shin, activating your hands there. do me a favor and grab a golf ball. If you have it, a golf ball, little can good, a water bottle. I really like a golf ball because it's small. Just next time you're by a golf course, just walk around. I'm sure you'll find 10 golf balls around the area. So they're everywhere. So. All right, so again, we're just gonna have my neon little golf ball here. Just gonna barefoot again. So you want to be barefoot for this one? Oh, that feels good. So I find that this rolling your arches on a golf ball or on anything first part of the morning feels a lot better. It always feels good, but you feel like it's actually doing a little bit more work right now. I feel like I'm going to the car to the shop to get my tires rotated. And once you find a spot that's a little tender, then just focus on that spot, push down on that area. Right, and then just roll again. Find another spot. So if you continue to roll, and you might even want to like arch your, not arch, but turn your foot a little bit sideways. Like right now, when I did that, I found another tender spot near the inside part of my arch. So add a little bit more there. Switch. My left foot's a little bit more tender than the right. That spot. Go back and forth. Another spot, you're in that middle part, the inside part of your arch. Very good. And the last thing we'll do is our ABCs. So again, we're just gonna trace the letters of the alphabet with each of our ankle one at a time. A little bit more attention. Done that, let's switch. your ankle pops going on. But that's it, ladies. That's it for today's. Thank you so much again for getting started early. It's 8 o'clock. Hopefully, I feel a little bit looser for sure. Joints feel looser. Muscles still feel a little bit tender. So I still might skip out today's workout because when we were doing this stretch, I felt it right here. So not 100%, but hopefully, Jan, you're feeling a little bit better. Debbie, hopefully the shoulder's a little bit looser. Hopefully you guys like that neck stretch. Again, that's an easy one. If you guys ever feel like you're, just something, it takes maybe a couple hours for that neck to warm up, try doing that at the beginning of the day. Maybe that will solve your problems. So, all right, any questions before we head out? All right, no questions. You guys enjoy your Wednesday. I'll see you guys soon. And